Buckle up, because Renault just dropped a bombshell with their brand new Boreal SUV, and it's not coming to Europe. Here's why that's a big deal. Curious about what makes this global game-changer tick and where it's headed first? Stick around, because I'm diving deep into everything you need to know about the Renault Boreal. Alright, picture this. A sleek tech-packed SUV rolling out to conquer roads from Brazil to India, but skipping Western Europe entirely. That's the Renault Boreal, a C-segment SUV unveiled on July 10th, 2025, that's got the automotive world buzzing. In this video, I'm going to unpack every juicy detail about this beast, its bold design, cutting-edge tech, why Renault's betting big on markets like Latin America, and what it means for the Western world's SUV scene. We'll explore its specs, features, and even why it's a cousin to the Dacia Bigster, but with a whole lot more swagger. Plus, I'll tackle the big question, why isn't it coming to Western Europe, and what's Renault's master plan? By the end, you'll know exactly why the Boreal is a game changer and what to expect when it hits the streets. So, let's hit the gas and dive in. First, let's talk about what the Renault Boreal actually is. This isn't just another SUV, it's a statement. Renault's calling it their global SUV, designed specifically for over 70 markets outside Western Europe, like Latin America, Turkey, the Middle East, India, and even South Korea. It's a C-segment SUV, which means it's that sweet spot between compact and midsize. Think competitors like the Toyota Corolla Cross, Jeep Compass, or VW Taos. At 4.56 meters long, 1.84 meters wide, and 1.65 meters tall with a 2.7 meter wheelbase, it's got the size to feel roomy without being a gas-guzzling giant. Oh, and it's got a boot that'll make your jaw drop. 586 liters with the seats up, expanding to a massive 1,770 liters when you fold them down. Family road trip. You're packing everything from the cooler to the kitchen sink with room to spare. Now, let's get to the design because, wow, this thing is a looker. Imagine a stretched-out duster with a futuristic glow-up. The front grille is bold, rocking Renault's new backlit Nouvelle R logo, flanked by sleek LED headlights that stretch into the fenders, giving it a sharp, modern vibe. It's got 19-inch diamond-cut alloy wheels, flared wheel arches, and a panoramic sunroof that screams premium. The rear? Crisp LED taillights with Boreal scripted across the center, plus a two-tone roof and aluminum skid plates for that rugged yet classy feel. It's like Renault took the best bits of their Niagara concept and Symbioz SUV, mixed in some Duster DNA, and said, let's make it pop. The side profile has these cool B-pillar mounted rear door handles, which give it a sleek, almost coupe-like silhouette. In short, it's the kind of SUV that turns heads whether you're cruising through Sao Paulo or Mumbai. But the Boreal isn't just about looks, it's got brains too. Step inside and you're greeted with twin 10-inch displays that merge into one slick unit, powered by Google Automotive Services. That means you've got Google Maps, Google Assistant, and the Play Store right at your fingertips, plus wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. No fumbling with your phone to navigate or play your favorite tunes. Want to crank the AC or queue up a podcast? Just tell Google Assistant and it's done. The interior's got dual-zone climate control, 48-color ambient lighting, and power-adjustable front seats with a massage function for the driver. Yes, you heard that right, a massage while you drive. Upholstery options depend on where you are. Blue with contrasting stitching for Latin America or pure cool gray for Turkey. There's even a Harman Kardon audio system for when you want to blast your road trip playlist, like you're at a concert. Under the hood, the Boreal's got some serious muscle for a family SUV. In Latin America, it's powered by a new generation 1.3-liter TCE turbocharged engine, pumping out up to 161 horsepower and 270 Nm of torque in its flex fuel version, or 156 horsepower and 240 in there with straight petrol. Paired with a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic, it can hit 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 9.2 seconds. Pretty zippy for a family hauler. Brazil's getting the flex fuel option, which is perfect for their ethanol-blended fuels, while other markets will see petrol or even a full hybrid E-Tech version, though Renault's keeping mum on where that hybrid's headed. The engine's got a stop and start system to save fuel and cut emissions, making it practical for everyday driving without sacrificing that punch when you need it. Safety. The Boreal's got you covered like a cozy blanket. It's loaded with up to 24 advanced driver assistance systems, level 2 autonomy people. We're talking adaptive cruise control, lane centering assist, automatic emergency braking, a 360-degree camera, hands-free parking, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alerts. Whether you're dodging city traffic or cruising on the highway, this SUV's got your back. Plus, it's built on Renault's ultra-flexible modular platform, the same one used in the Cardian and Duster, which makes it adaptable to different markets while keeping production costs low. It's like Renault's playing 4D chess with their engineering. So where's this beauty being made, and where's it headed first? Production split between two hubs, Curitiba, Brazil, for 17 Latin American countries, and Bursa, Turkey, for 54 markets across Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and the Mediterranean. Brazil gets the first taste, with sales kicking off in late 2025. Other Latin American countries like Mexico and Argentina will follow in early 2026, with Turkey and beyond joining the party later that year. India's on the list too, with a 7-seater version expected in 2026, likely to take on heavyweights like the Hyundai Alcazar and Tata Safari. Renault's even planning to build it in India to keep costs down and tailor it to local tastes. But here's the kicker. Western Europe, think France, Germany, the UK, is getting left out. Why? Renault's already got the Austral and Symbioz SUVs dominating the C segment there, and they don't want the Boreal stepping on their toes. Instead, they're laser-focused on emerging markets where family SUVs are red-hot. This brings us to the big challenge. Why is Renault skipping the Western market, and what does it mean for their global strategy? The answer lies in their International Game Plan 2024 to 2027, a €3 billion push to launch 8 new models outside Europe by 2027, with 5 targeting the high-value C and D segments. In 2024 alone, Renault sold over 1.5 million vehicles globally, with nearly 40%. That's 560,000 units outside Europe. The Boreal is the fourth piece of this puzzle. Following the Cardian, Grand Koleos, and new Duster, Renault's not just chasing sales, they want to double their revenue per unit in these markets. By focusing on places like Latin America, where family SUVs are in high demand, they're betting on bigger profits. It's a bold move, but it's risky. Emerging markets can be unpredictable, with economic swings and fierce competition from brands like Toyota and Hyundai. Let's zoom in on Latin America, where the Boreal's making its grand debut. This region's a goldmine for Renault. Brazil's a massive market for flex fuel vehicles, and the Boreal's 1.3-liter engine is tailored to handle their ethanol blends. The SUV's design also screams local flavor, with bold styling and practical features that resonate with Latin American families who need space, tech, and reliability. Now let's talk India, because this is where things get spicy. The Boreal's 7-seater version is set to launch in 2026, and it's built to tackle India's crowded SUV market. With a 586-liter boot and up to 1,770 liters of cargo space, it's perfect for big families or road trips across Rajasthan. It'll likely be made locally to keep prices competitive, and Renault's banking on its tech, like the Google native infotainment and Level 2 ADAS, to stand out against rivals like the Mahindra XUV 700. But here's the catch. India's market is cutthroat, with buyers demanding value for money. Can the Boreal deliver premium vibes without a premium price tag? That's the million-dollar question. So, why should the Western world care if the Boreal's not coming their way? Well, Renault's strategy is a wake-up call for the global auto industry. By focusing on emerging markets, they're tapping into regions with growing middle classes and a hunger for SUVs. This isn't just about selling cars, it's about building brand loyalty in places where Renault's already strong, like Brazil, where they've got a solid foothold. For Western consumers, it's a reminder that the automotive world's shifting. Brands are prioritizing markets where growth is explosive, and that could mean fewer new models for Europe or North America down the line. Plus, the Boreal's tech, like its Google integration and Level 2 autonomy, sets a benchmark that might push competitors to up their game, even in the West. So what's the takeaway? The Renault Boreal is a big deal because it's more than a car. It's Renault's ticket to owning the C segment in emerging markets. With its killer design, next-level tech, and a focus on places like Latin America and India, it's set to make waves. For Western markets, it's a glimpse into Renault's future, where profitability trumps tradition. Will it succeed? If the hype on X and the specs are anything to go by, the Boreal's got a solid shot at becoming a fan favorite. Keep an eye out for it in Brazil by late 2025, and in places like India and Mexico by 2026. This SUV's ready to roll, and it's bringing Renault's A-game.